Hi YouTube, this is Victoria. I am coming from my home and coming back from the hospital. I was going through all of my pre-ops, getting ready for getting approved for my surgery, and when I went to do the EKG, it came back kind of cattywampus. So I had to go and get a couple of things done. I had to get after my EKG, I was sent the very next day to the heart hospital where I had a sonogram done of my heart as well as a stress test through a machine that's called the test is called PET, P-E-T. And when they actually injected the dye into me for to set me up for the stress test part of it, and then put in the stress test medicine to make my heart feel like I was in exercise and increase my heart rate. The images showed that I could possibly have a blockage. So that made this past Monday, I went in and did a catheterization within my heart to see if I had any blockage. And luckily for me, I did not. But it was a wake-up call. It was a very scary wake-up call because the whole reason I was doing the surgery wasn't just for weight loss. It was to stay heart healthy, and obviously having blocked arteries is something that happens when you have high cholesterol and you're diabetic and all those other things that happen when you gain weight. So it definitely scared the crap out of me. It put a lot of mental stress on me that I was not prepared for. But it solidified some stuff for me. Like in my first video, you'll see that I talked a lot about concern about the money and how much I was worth, and am I not worth a car, those kinds of things. And I realized that having heart issues, being overweight, being being unhealthy is going to cost. It's going to cost me. It's going to cost my husband. I don't know why it never occurred to me to think of it that way, but I am now, and it's kind of a relief. It's weird. It's I think once the very mental fatigue of going through all of those, I'm sorry, I have to change hands here, going through all of the stress of taking those heart tests and listening to doctors and thinking I'm probably going to have clogged arteries, because my dad had clogged arteries, and my dad died of congestive heart failure. I realized I was worth it. I am still going forward. I had a very interesting conversation with my mother-in-law. I probably should have said family member, but I'm calling a spade a spade. Where, she was like, you are what you eat. I went to the doctor, and my doctor says, calories in, calories out, and, you can do this, and I want you to go through a nutritionist. I'm like, in my mind thinking, what the hell? Do you not think that I haven't talked to a doctor? Do you not think I haven't gone to a nutritionist? If I could do it on my own, I would have done it a long time ago. Yeah, it wasn't a great conversation. I really didn't have much to say to her. She started the conversation off with, what surgery are you selecting? And as soon as, I kind of started to say something, it jumped into other family members who had had gastric sleeve or had some type of weight loss surgery and how it wasn't successful. One, is back to being overweight, and another one is so thin that, she's frail and she doesn't look like herself anymore. Of course she doesn't look like herself anymore, because you know what? You knew her as being a big person, and now she's not. And I think that judgment and the money issue of all of this is probably going to weigh heavily on my family members. I love them dearly. I know they care for me. I know they want what's best for me, and they think they know what's best for me, but they don't. I mean, it's hard to talk to somebody who has been probably skinny all their life. It's hard for me to even talk to my mom, but my mom understands because my dad was overweight. My mom understands because, her mother was diabetic. So she understands where I'm coming from as far as being scared and wanting this surgery. If I could wave a magic wand and make myself thin, or if I knew the right things to do, I wouldn't have been in this position. But I'm in this position, and I know it's just a tool. So I'm going to use my tool. I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. So I went into the hospital on Tuesday afternoon to have the catheter, where they insert the catheter into your heart to take a look to see if you have any clogged arteries. And it took me a couple of days because of, they went in through my groin, which it was not comfortable, very painful. As a matter of fact, I think that they did try to go through my wrist, because they can do that now. But today's Saturday, and I'm really feeling good. I mean, I haven't been this mindset feeling good. I haven't, obviously my body hasn't felt good. Today I went on a bike ride. I haven't been on a bike, and I was, just going around the block just to try it, just to see if that is something that I am capable of doing still, at 250 pounds. I could do it. I did it. So I am going to start putting those steps in place to get the exercise that I need. I probably am going to try and have the surgery within the next 3 to 4 weeks. There's definitely some things we have to get together, my husband and I, as far as the financial, if the insurance decides that they are not going to pay for it, then we're going to do what we need to do. And hopefully the rest of my family, who are, all over the place about it, will help, support me. And if they don't, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to distance myself, and I really don't want to, but I'm doing it for myself. And that was the one thing that I did say to my mother-in-law. It's not really about anybody else but me and my husband. And the reason being is because I have to be there for my husband. My husband has some health issues where you can't have surgery. You can't wave a magic wand. There is no way to fix his health issues. And unfortunately, everything that I've read since we've been together about it, it's going to be a long haul. And one of us has to be healthy. And maybe if I'm super healthy, he'll get healthy. Or at least, we'll have a healthier lifestyle. So, here it is. I'm 5'7", I'm 250 pounds. I'm going to be getting the gastric sleeve surgery. This is September, and hopefully in October I'll have the surgery. I probably will do a couple more things, videotaping, just to kind of go through all of the things that I've kind of learned, to kind of put it out there. It certainly is a new experience to videotape yourself. I realized, looking back at some things, that I started eliminating myself out of pictures with the family because of the way that I looked, or I would make sure that pictures were set up high enough so that at least I can show you, at least you start to look thinner. But as I've noticed, I'm getting whiter and whiter, and so the getting thinner part with taking a picture kind of, it doesn't happen anyway. Just a little side note. Let's see, I'm trying to remember things. Oh, so one of the other tests that I got back was I did all of my a lot of lab work, and not just for the surgery, for the weight loss surgery, but also because of my age. So I'm 49. I turn 50 next year. That's another goal, is to be healthy next year. But I did all, like, everything: bone density, mammogram. I had a GERD test because they think I might have a hernia. I don't know. That one I'm like still on the fence about, but I haven't heard anything back about that. But I did get back my bone density, and I found this to be helpful because I had done a bone density test like in 2009, and here it is 2015, and I've actually lost some density, not a whole lot to be worried about, and I could certainly keep any loss from happening continuously if I do a couple things. Obviously, exercise, get the weight off, that helps with my bones. But iron, I hadn't taken iron because I think I eat a lot of meat, so I didn't think I really needed a lot of iron, but it turns out I do. So that's something I'm going to be making sure to pay high attention to. So I'm going to start an iron supplement, which will be new to me. I already do B12 shots, and I take a multivitamin and a vitamin D medicine. So those are the things that are up with me. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I'm going to clue you into a little secret. I love the Longhorns, and they're playing, and it's fabulous because right now they're winning. So I hope y'all have a wonderful fall day. It's beautiful outside. Go out, enjoy it, even if it's just one lap around your apartment or your neighborhood. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be able to walk and move and not be connected to anything. And so I'm going to appreciate that today. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.